How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to a huge Flesh and Blood video today. We have a ton of incredibly important news to talk about. Everything from the July Armory kit that shows off the new art for the adult Prism coming in Dusk Till Dawn, as well as this here, the United We Stand card. The art is incredible, but I think it has so much bigger implications. The card itself is really cool, but the way the card was spoiled is way more important than anything we're going to talk about today. So I think we're going to lead with that. So we'll start with this, and then we'll talk about the July Armory kit. Here we have the Prism, by the way. If you want to see the Prism, if you want to get the glance right now, absolutely incredible. Look at this. Look at this art. She is Flesh and Blood's top tier waifu here. So anyway, let's talk about United We Stand. So this card, and we'll talk about the card itself as well, because I think it has some fun implications, but more importantly, this card, along with a slew of others, was spoiled by none other than IGN, and I'm going to make sure you can see everything here. This is the IGN website, and it was spoiled with via this amazing trailer. So first of all, you owe it to yourself to watch this trailer. I'm not going to play it in this video because I have a feeling it's going to get copywritten. If I do, I'll get like a copyright strike because I believe this was uploaded by IGN, and they will definitely copyright strike me if I play this in its entirety with all the music and stuff. But it is so good, and more than that, the voiceover is it is incredibly good. They got a professional Hollywood grade voice actor to do this, and it is the quality that Flesh and Blood deserves. Not only is one of the biggest gaming news outlets in the entire world showing this Flesh and Blood trailer, we also have this amazing S-tier quality voiceover. So I want to give a shout out to the voice actor in question, and it was clarified for me. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find it. It was on my Twitter because this was actually done in part by 3 Floating, and they basically helped make the trailer. Oh, it is incredibly good. So they so kindly let me know who the voice actor is. So the voice actor is Dave Fennoy, who has done stuff in The Walking Dead, Ben 10, The Incredibles 2. Like, this dude is so good. We do not want to watch this ad. So anyway, let's talk about some of the stuff shown here. So the reason why I think it's so important is because IGN, like I said, is one of the biggest gaming news outlets in the entire world. They don't typically do trading card game stuff. They just do like video games in general. And the fact that they're doing Flesh and Blood it's insane. It's actually insane. So here is the article. I highly recommend going to read it. And we're going to check out all the stuff here. So yeah, let's check out the cards that they're going to show. But I seriously can't understate how big it is that Flesh and Blood is on IGN. Like, this is another one of those bumps that Flesh and Blood needs. It's such an interesting thing watching it grow from basically no one knowing what it is to now where like it's on IGN. So crazy. So anyway, so we have United We Stand. So this is the card that was shown in that trailer. This card I think is generally pretty terrible, but I think it has bigger implications. It's a 3-drop, 6 attack, 2 block. Those are horrible stats, by the way. You would like to see these 2 numbers swapped, right? You want to see the 3 and the 2 swapped. But it has this unity effect, which says, when this defends together with a card from hand, if Bolton is in your party, create a Courage token under his control, then repeat for Bravo, Seismic Surge, Briar, Embodiment of Earth, Dorinthia, Courage, Lexi, Embodiment of Lightning, Oldham, Spellbane Aegis, Prism, Spectral Shield, and Shiana, and Eloquence. And that's all the characters here. These are going to be like, you know, your crew, your quote, good guys for Dusk Till Dawn. And so you're like, okay, then what is a party? Well, I think this, and this is what a lot of people are alluding to, or a lot of people are guessing, this is alluding to a PvE format that has been discussed a lot, among the Flesh and Blood developers. Some sort of cooperative format, a non-competitive format. and we don't really know much about it. All we know is that earlier in an interview this year on the Flukenbox YouTube channel, James White, the creator of Flesh and Blood, said that it is not going to be this year. We're not going to be getting a PvE product this year. So this is just something that's alluding to that, something that is hinting at it. Who knows, maybe the plans have changed and we'll get it sooner rather than later. But the last I heard on that Flukenbox interview, not this year. So please don't get your hopes up. I think a lot of people are going to get way too hyped for this, and they're going to set their expectations way too high. And I hope it delivers. I pray and I hope it delivers, but I think everyone should temper their expectations, right? Just, I have a feeling it's going to disappoint a lot of people. I hope it doesn't, and I think they're doing I think they're working really hard on it, but we'll see. So I think this card is alluding to that. Is this card playable? Right now, no, it is awful. Let's be honest, it's awful, right? It's a 3 cost, 6 attack, 2 block that does nothing. Maybe when PvE is out and you have your party and you have specifically these characters, this is going to be great. But other than that, I don't know. I also want to note that I think it's hilarious that here in the art, Bolton's face is getting covered and Lexi is barely in. She's like kind of peering off, and you can kind of see Shiana in it, but I just thought it was kind of funny. Poor Bolton. He's got like filigree like right in his face. All right, so we have a couple other cards to talk about here. They are all Bolton cards. They're all Light Warrior cards. Well, perhaps they're not specifically Bolton cards. They could be maybe if we have a new Light Warrior as well, but currently only for Bolton, and they all kind of do the same thing. They are yellow pitch cards. We don't know if it's a cycle, so we don't know if we're going to see red and blue. Probably not, because this is a promo, and why wouldn't they do the whole thing? Anyway, so it's a 0 for 3, 3 block, Soul Flare, new mechanic. I love that it is SOL Flare, like, the Aesir Soul. So anyway, Soul Flare, it's very, it's very lore flavor, right? So anyway, when this is charged into your hero's soul, the next action card you defend with this turn gets +1 defense. Okay, all right. So now we have Banneret of Salvation, same stats. When this card is charged into your hero's soul, the next time you hit this turn, gain a life. This seems a lot more easy to do than the first one, where it's like you have to do it on your opponent's turn so you can get that extra block, which currently is quite difficult. We also have Banneret of Vigor, and this is when it's charged into your hero's soul. The next time you hit this turn, gain a resource. That seems pretty good. Gaining the life is like fine. I think the resource one is the most powerful, just on a raw power level. But these are the only cards we're going to talk about today. We have some more spoilers to talk about as well. So I think these cards are fine. I don't think they're what Bolton fans want, and I think this United We Stand is not good. Once PvE comes out, once there's a cooperative mode, once you have a party, sure. But now, well, I hope you don't pull this in your booster pack. Save it for later. You'll pull it in your booster pack and you'll save it for later. Also, the art is amazing, and it is very, very high res. So I would recommend, if you want an awesome Flesh and Blood, like wallpaper for your PC or whatever, go check it out. You can find this image on that IGN article. I'll try to remember to link the article down below. All right, so now let's talk about the new stuff that's coming out today. And this is the July 2023 Armory Kit. And here we can see all the goodies here. And we have better images for all these. So what you get a Cold Foil Luminaris. You get this new card, Angelic Wrath. And then you have a People's Champion playmat, another playmat, and this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Prism poster. Also, I think this playmat is awesome. The playmat, by the way, is of Aegis, Herald of Protection. And let's see if I can pull up the playmat. It's this one right here. Look at this. Look how absolutely beautiful this is. The Flesh and Blood creative team and the art is, it is so good. It is so good. It is incredible. So I don't know what else to say. I want this. It looks great. I love the 8 wings that this angel has. I'm usually not into this sort of stuff. I mean, I just like angels. Not really in a religious sense, more in like a fantasy sense. They're just cool. And they're beautiful. This is beautiful. So anyway, let's check out some of the other stuff. So here we have Prism. I'm pretty sure this is the Prism. I think it's called like Awakener of Soul or something like that. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the adult Prism. Does it say it in... Hold on. Let's see if it actually says it. It just says Dusk on playmat. It doesn't say it Luminar Celestial Fury. It doesn't specifically say the poster. Well, hold on, let's see. It doesn't talk about the poster. Like, you see it on the kit, right? Which says Armory Event and Marketing Posters. So, yep, doesn't say, but, I mean, come on. That's Prism, and we don't know what the adult Prism looks like yet. That is probably adult Prism, and she is absolutely gorgeous. All right, we also have some cards to talk about. We've already seen Luminar, so we're skipping over this. Here we go. Angelic Wrath, absolutely gorgeous art. I mean, God, the art in this set is incredible. Angelic Wrath, 0 cost. It's an instant, so it doesn't block for anything. Light Illusionist instant. Target attack action card with Herald in its name gets +4. So this is a 0 for +4 as an instant. So unfortunately, every Herald currently in the game has the Phantasm mechanic. So you gotta make sure they're not gonna pop your Phantasm, I guess. And I guess you'll know, right? They're gonna declare their blocks, and then during the reaction phase, you can pump it with your Angelic Wrath. It just makes the Illusionist boots that much better, right? Just to make sure that you can get your action point back and still like crundle on in. But the art is gorgeous. The +4 is really good. It really feels like they're trying to push like an aggro Angel Herald style deck. We also have a yellow version that's a +3 and a blue version that is a +2. Yeah, I think the card is powerful. I don't know if it'll see play. We'll have to see what the Angels. We'll have to see the Angel package, right? That's the big determining factor here. We don't really know what the other Angels and Heralds are going to do, and if there's going to be a more baked-in way to protect them. Yeah, that's basically it. And we also have this Aegis artwork here. We know this is going to be one of the Heralds. This is Aegis, which is the Herald of Protection. So absolutely gorgeous. And once again, I cannot reiterate how big it is that Flesh and Blood has an article on IGN. So that's absolutely incredible. I highly recommend reading it. They talk about a bunch of stuff that you probably already know, but not a ton of other things. So they talk about the PvE stuff a little bit here. So it says, it will therefore build on the RPG mechanics already in the game. One of the most fun and unique things about Flesh and Blood is you get to equip your hero with all kinds of different weapons and armor depending on which hero you're fighting against. Oh, by the way, here is some Bolton art that we haven't shown yet. This is a Banneret of Courage, and good old Bolton there. Absolutely awesome artwork. So this is a quote from James White, by the way. And it says, it is very RPG-like in this aspect and adds a lot of customizability to how you set up your hero to fight. Their design philosophy is to keep the game mechanics as simple as possible. Furthermore, they are deliberate in making sets from time to time that can act as great onboarding ramps for new players, such as Outsiders. Which makes sense because we didn't have any talent shenanigans in Outsiders, or any arcane damage or anything like that. Though it looks like Dusk Till Dawn is going to be a little bit more complicated than Outsiders. So this is actually kind of interesting. It says, on this point, White also teased what's coming in the future for Flesh and Blood. As we move forward, you'll start seeing changes to our card and product design that really supports ease of access for new players to pick up and play Flesh and Blood easily. This is something that I've been harping on for like the last year and a half or so. I identified it at the beginning of last year that Flesh and Blood's biggest challenge, I think the game is absolutely amazing. It's my favorite game, but the biggest challenge it has is onboarding new players, especially players that aren't the hyper-competitive players, and they need to get over this assumption that the game is only for the most competitive players. A lot of people think this, and that's the biggest hurdle, in my opinion. They need to be casual-friendly, or as I would like to say, like social-friendly. Players who aren't going to min-max their deck to have the best quality deck possible. Like, imagine if Magic was only like Modern and everyone only was like, you have to play the best Modern deck possible. But no, Magic, a lot of people play Commander and they play with whatever they want. Commander's a format where people can play with whatever jank they want. If they want to be super competitive, they can. And if they want to be super casual, they can. And that is widely accepted. And Flesh and Blood needs that level of acceptance. So yeah, and he talks about how the next set is going to be fully draftable, the next set after Dusk Till Dawn, and we've kind of seen that back and forth already. As for the game's story, White revealed that Dusk Till Dawn is a two-part of the Monarch trilogy. This is something we already know, which is set to reach its climax early 2025. That is something we did not know, that early 2025 is when we'll see the third part of Dusk Till, or of the Monarch trilogy. And alongside the more dedicated PvE mode, LSS is looking to grow the game's narrative in other ways too. This is really exciting for me. We always looked at Flesh and Blood as being the development of an IP, not just a game, though I know that they focus primarily on the game, and I think they should. White said that includes world building, character development, and storytelling. I'm here for all this. I mean, we literally just recorded a Flesh and Blood Dungeons and Dragons session. I hope you look forward to it. It is incredible. But anyway, so far this IP has been applied to the trading card game, but we see a lot of opportunity for storytelling in other mediums over time. I want to see novels. I want to see short stories would be great too, like more short stories longer than what they have on their website. And then, you know, films. You know, everyone says that they want the Flesh and Blood treatment or they want the arcane treatment for Flesh and Blood, but we'll have to see. I would love that. But if they have that level, dude, that level of quality that this trailer, well, not this Old Spice thing, but we'll wait for this to be over. If they have the same level of quality that this Dusk Till Dawn trailer has, then, oh, dude, we are in for an absolute treat. And once again, I wish I could play this, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they would copyright claim me. Go watch it. You owe it to yourself. Go watch it. It is incredible. The animation work is quite good, but the voice acting is what really makes it. It is so good. So, and the audio work and just in general. So, yeah, that's basically it here. Lots of really, really big, exciting stuff for Flesh and Blood. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave Prism up here because of course. But oh, dude, if you're a big Flesh and Blood fan, please comment down below. Let me know what you think of all the stuff going on. This is a really exciting time to be a fan of the game. It just keeps getting better and better. We already know we have some really cool stuff on the horizon. We know of the collaboration product with the Professor. I know that's going to be incredibly awesome. We also have Dusk Till Dawn just coming up. Spoiler season is going to be starting in just like 12 days. Oof. I don't know yet if I'm getting a spoiler card. I don't know. But when I do know, I will make it known. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps. And I appreciate it so much. We also have ways to support the channel. We have the Patreon. You can join our community Discord where we talk about a lot of games, not just Flesh and Blood, but it's a great group of folks. Really, really chill people. Really, really welcoming to basically everyone. So we don't gatekeep games here, right? If you like Flesh and Blood, but you're coming in from Magic, that's cool. If you play other games too, you play Digimon, that's cool too. We accept everyone. So join the Discord. It's awesome. It's free down below, and you can also support me if you'd like. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, dude, I'm so stoked. Oh, I'm so stoked. And we'll see you next time.